We're on air. Whoops. Sorry, folks. My phone's been messing up. My life's been messing up. And my pipes have been messing up. Oh, man. 3 frickin' days. Yesterday, I literally had to take a break from what I was doing. As you can see, we got a nice, cracked, rusty old pipe. And one would think what I've been doing in the past 3 days is right to drive me mental. Oh boy. Of course, if I ain't got people, like I say, looking over here to your right, calling me bridge guy, I gotta deal with broken pipes over here on the left. Yeah. Oh man. Now this is Velah, this old house, world of YouTube, true crime, tale site, and everything else. Stepping aside to something else, and if you want to try and fix a cracked pipe yourself, always scream out, "You can do it!" That's right. I mean, if you gotta pull permits and stuff, and you know that there's a little more harder than what it is job, then don't I advise you not to do it. But if you can do it, for God's sakes, damn Christ, do it. Save yourself some money. And then I'm gonna teach you today. I had to take photos of what I did upstairs, because man, my knees and elbows are killing me from kneeling under a sink, kneeling in the bathroom, figuring out ways I'm going to get this thing fixed. Now one can say, an average plumber could say, oh, you just cut it here, you just cut it here, or you just solder it here, and then pull that sucker out and replace all this, and you're done. No, that wasn't the case. Even there's a thing I'm going to show you in a photo. There is a thing that's called a clip that you can take this type of pipe in, which I am very, very lucky to have found this at a job. This is the wave of the future. This right here is future plumbing. And of course, obviously, because people are getting sick of getting ripped off copper piping when they rip off houses. Right here. And I'll tell you, if it wasn't for this stuff, I'd still have no water. And literally, I'll tell you, I had to go to the friggin' bar that my friend here that passed away went to a lot. Now I'm a fan favorite over there, I guess I can say, because everybody knows about me taking care of them and everything. And I had to fill up a friggin' tote with water just to flush the toilet until I got this problem resolved. Now look at this pipe. Oh man, if I knew. And if there was a way to go back in time, I would, and I would smack the friggin' piss out of the person that did this. And one could say, well, what's going on? Why is this? Well, let's take a look into the photos, my friend, and we will see, and you will see what. My buddy's thing hasn't gave that to me yet. Leather work with arch, folks. Don't forget your leather work art. If you want it, I'm the man to do it. So, I'm going to come over here on my workbench. I'm going to pull up the photo of the mess that has been driving me bonkers. Yeah, let me put my ugly puss in there for you. Make everything alright. Nope, that ain't it. Oh no, wait a minute. Something going wrong around here. Oh no, what? Oh, here we go, folks. Let's start on the side where I had the problem. And as you can see, we have a toilet fitting on and off valve, toilet hose that goes to the toilet. Now mind you, you see a big nice cut hole in the wall, which there was only at once, right? A little hole to hold the pipe through. Now I have this to deal with. Whoop, whoop. So, as you can see, I have changed out all the piping for the toilet, what you just seen back there a few minutes ago. Now, of course, one's saying, okay, now, due to the fact that I forgot 2 years ago, I fixed something here with all this piping, which I'll show you with the kitchen sink. But when I when I was doing this, I forgot all about this piping. I wasn't even thinking about this because, of course, you can understand all the crap that I've been through, all right, in the past 2 years. Mother passed, father passed, uncle passed, friend's kid passed, the guy I live with passed. There's more passed, and hell, even my half-cousin passed. So here I am, not even using my brain because it's like mush as it is. Everything that has happened, my son getting taken, this and that, in 2 years of forgetting about what I did on the other side. Yeah, rolled up at the last minute. As mind you, if I needed to go get the piece, not once but twice, because these pieces, I can tell you, they are a gift from the man who made them, but they also like to break easy. And I'd like to smack the piss out of that guy too. But anyways, I can't, because you know what? He's a savior. Even though it takes more money out of my pocket, because I gotta go buy an extra piece. Because when you try and take the piece out and reconvert or do something, it breaks. And one could say, what was so hard about this? You could see the pipe clearly, but as you can see the pipe's clearly to the floor when it's supposed to be up in the center. And you want to know why? You want to know why? This is what happened. Let me tell you a story. See that big, fat, stupid pipe right there? That's right. There's a big, fat, stupid cast iron or black. No, I think it is cast iron. Or you got that black pipe too, but cast iron. No, black pipe for friggin' gas. Never mind. I got cast iron in here. Old house built 1952. Now, of course, the person who built the friggin' house and set up the piping in the house did not think of one thing while taking this, or why were they even thinking of this? Because the kitchen sink, the bathroom sink, the toilet, or the 2 bathroom sinks, the toilet, are all running on one friggin' line. Yeah, you heard me. Well, I think the bathroom sink might be separate, but the kitchen sink, the bathroom, but I can't even say that. Yeah, I think they do, because it takes a left turn in Albuquerque, a right turn to the other bathroom, and probably a left turn. And I believe they're all on one friggin' line. They have their individual shutoffs, but I don't even know how that friggin' works, because there's one in the bathroom that the gasket's gone on the, well, maybe that's why. Gasket's gone on the shutoff, so when I shut the main line off, it's still pissing out water. Yeah, I must need to fix that, but as you can see, whoever put all that on one line didn't think that when one goes, you gotta fix it, and the other ones, you know, all there, you go to try and take that off or have a shut-off for it. You need a shut-off in the friggin' wall, or somewhere where you can get it, and I don't have one for the toilet in one of my bathrooms. So when you change the toilet out, and you try and do, the water's constantly running, because there's no shut-off. The main line don't even shut it off somehow, and it's friggin' ridiculous. But anyways, oh man. So for 3 days, I'm sitting here trying to figure out, and my son's a, plumber now. He got certified through high school. And of course, this kid didn't take up the trades, doing something else, and forgets his own damn self. Of course, no offense to anybody, but he's been smoking a little wacko tobacco lately, and yeah, he forgets a lot of things, so something I never wanted him to do, but hey, what can you do? He says it calms his nerves. Well, I think it calms his nerves a little too much. But he comes in there and he's telling me, well, you cut this wall more and I can get in there. And he's not even thinking of the plastic piping. Well, we did the year, 3 years before. No, we're going to be 4 years here. So 4 years ago, this March or May, telling me to cut the other, the copper pipe like this. You could put a plastic piece there. Well, he was saying this, and then you could put the fitting up top and the fitting there. No way in hell that was going to fit. And I'm like, screw it, can I cut the T? I said, what about the T on the other side? I'm looking up there, I'm like, I gotta cut that out. Oh, yeah, so great. So, gets on the other side, of course, an idea sparks in my mind, an hour or too late, and I'm friggin' off to the friggin' Home Depot at 9:05 and they're closed. So I had to wait another day, that was the third day in, and I'm like, oh. So I get on the next morning, and what was it? What was it that was holding me up so bad that I could smack the piss out of the person, right? That made this friggin' pipe in the way it is, I can tell you, man. Now my hands are going numb because I've been laying on them for 3 days straight, trying to roll around, cut this, cut that. And man, I'm still pissed. But, as we know, let me get the other pipe. Let's do this. I'm going to show you something. You can see something with the big cast iron pipe there. Take a look at this right here. Here we have it. Now, what could have been so hard, right? Well, let's just say that you got that small hole. You got that big, dumb, stupid-looking cast iron pipe there. Let me see something. Took a picture of that shit. 2 of them? I thought I took 2. Never mind. No, I didn't take 2. Jerk. But so you got this big, dinky, dopey pipe and some dope put it in there. And guess what? This was bent up like so. You can see the curve in the pipe, which someone did. And that's how they got it and maneuvered it. You're thinking, great. That's great. No, it ain't great. And how would I cut that when I could only have this much room with my hand over and with that and try to get a saw or a pipe cutter? You're going to be like this and, yeah, right. Oh, man, I want to smack the piss. But, of course, I got on the other side. And this is what I did. I cut this end off. And I cut this end off, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And, yeah, I connected the plastic piping on the other side. Great. But what led this to do this? The friction. The pipe sitting on top of the pipe, the high pressure coming out of this. As you can see, if anybody's ever seen or even just wanted to take notice how much 1100 PSI coming out of this pipe to push the water to the toilet. And I guess the friction rubbing after since 1952 finally broke on my ass. Go figure. But for someone to put a pipe, and if you look into the wall here, you're going to see right that this T they didn't even come out, put an elbow here, and then go down, and then go under. No, they had to make it and be lazy. Who knows, maybe they were trying to save money. But to bend it under that pipe and let the friction rub on it for years and years and years and not thinking of the consequences in the end. She probably didn't back then. I want to smack the piss out of them. All they had to do was put another pipe here, cut it, start a friggin' elbow, and then go down. Hell, even put another pipe out here. And then you got your damn frickin' thing to the toilet or do this. Oh, wanted to twist someone's neck. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out what to do, and so anyways, let's go on to picture number 2. Here's the other side, and this is what we got. That's why I say, if you can do something and you think you can do something, you can do it. Don't give up, god damn it. You want to save a little cash? That's right. The only thing that sucks, I had to cut out my back of my kitchen cabinet sink, which there was a half a piece already missing out of this thing because of the piping that I had to fix before, which I didn't take a picture of that. But anyways, You can see how I had to angle it down like the other one, the T. But at least the flex pipe is going to bend smoothly over. I do have to figure out a way to keep that hanging up, which I'm going to have to use one of them J-looking plastic pieces, which I have a bunch of in my shed, just to keep the friggin', hook that on the, so it keeps it up and, whatever. I don't know if the friction will, but another friggin' 50, 60 years, or I friggin' want to say this friggin' house has been built and it lasts that long good. But, anyways, as you can see that little piece right there, this little piece, this is the piece I'm saying that is, God, in ways I want to hug the man who made this, and in ways I want to smack the piss out of him. Because what I had to do, when I got it down the other end there on that right side, you can see clearly, I had to make sure, right, you got to push that piece into the right, you got to hear a click, then you got to push the tube in there, hear a click, but get this, this is what sucks. When you go to the left side, you hear the click. When you go to put that little pipe in, and that little pipe has to be cut at least a little bit over where you see that line. See that line? You got to cut that tube to go past that line a little bit. So click, and you know what sucks? Is this piping. Even though how good it is one tough SOB to bend. So what had happened, the first round, is I don't know what the hell happened, but when I pushed it in, I could have sworn I heard it click, but it didn't click. This little yellow piece, the big, the bigger lip from the smaller lip, looked like it was all the way pushed in, and then there was this white thing sticking out, or gray. I don't even know where it came from. All of a sudden, I'm thinking I'm done. Yes, yes, yes. Turn the water on and spitting out all over the place. You son of a... So literally what these things, and this is the downfall with these, that big lip, you're able to put a wrench, a regular wrench that will fit around that, push that in, pull the pipe out, but as much of an SOB it is. When I pulled the pipe out, the whole inside broke. And that's the downfall of these things. So when you do get these things, you gotta make sure that you push that in and get it in and do not break it. And hear the click. You gotta hear that click. And what had happened here, the first time I think what happened is that it didn't click because I tightened these clips. I shouldn't have tightened them. Did a big mistake thinking I'm on my way, because look at this. See how this is further out in the ridges? See the middle ridge and how it's got that thickness between the ridge? It has one more on that, on the other side of that, under that blue tube. And if you, and what had happened was when I pushed it in to hear the click, I thought I heard that friggin' thing fall out, and I was like, no! Yeah, but that's another thing. It sucks. Because if you push that in and then that falls out, oh man, you gotta make sure these pipes are right, cut, perfect. Cannot mess up the measurements on these. But I got damn lucky and it went to the last ridge. It didn't come out all the way, so you are able to use that last ridge. You'll see it when you get these pipes if you want to do it. You have enough to have this thing clips real nice, man. Clips. And on these ridges and stuff, you want to make sure you sand it, file it straight, smooth. You got to sometimes get in the middle of that with a round file and, spin it around so it goes on a little bit smoother, but you want to let that pipe either go on, you want it also to go on a little rough. You don't want it too smooth where it just goes, whoop, all right, boom, because if you pull like I did with this and push it in to get the click, that thing's gonna smoothly fall out. But if you have it enough and you push it in there nice and tight, but it's not tight enough not to go on, it ain't gonna rip right out like I almost had it. And I'm glad I did that. So let that be a lesson. If you're gonna try to do things yourself, you gotta remember these things. But it clicked in. I had to literally buy a new one of these. And that's what I'm saying about these things. It's you gotta be on the money with these things, and they're not gonna work properly. And if you happen to have to take them out, forget it. It's done. You push that little clip in, and when you pull it out, it's just gonna rip around. The teeth get messed up. It's like, because you're trying to pull that sucker out with that, and with the way the pipe don't bend. That's right. It ain't getting in there. It ain't coming out easy and nice. But once you get everything up, man, I got the water running right now. Everything's not leaking. It's like, bang. It's easy stuff. It is easy as, getting yourself a warm apple pie and throwing stuff on, and you won't get burnt tongue trying to eat that sucker. Like my Lord's on life. Go and get that apple pie, sucker. Oh, it's hot. That's right. That's the way I establish ways of thinking, making it look all good. But if you are willing to try stuff like this, don't forget you can do it. But I wish, like I said, I would have remembered this. But the way my friggin' mind's been going, man. And then my friend also in 2019 passed away. I've been going down a trail of friggin' just, oh man, my man Beastie Robert Baldwin. It's just, and then I see all my friends coming up when I do look at stuff. It's just like, man, I just hope I get to see him long enough to keep talking to him long enough so I don't miss him. But now I gotta finish my floor, which that in its own is a piece of OS. Because of the simple fact that the tub I have, it had to be a friggin' decorated tub with a friggin' base that just, hangs a Bowie on me. And it's tough to try and measure. I tried using a piece of cardboard. Yeah, the cardboard today is frickin' ridiculous because it shreds. Back in the day, you throw a frickin' razor blade on an old piece of cardboard, you get a nice cut line with that sucker. These days it shreds. I ain't got no old cardboard. Oh, goddamn. To, measure out the ridge, because I was going to put it on the ridge of the tub, trace it out with the friggin', and then put it on the wood, and then cut the wood. But it didn't work that way. Excuse me. So now I gotta go shovel out a whole bunch of snow that Mother Nature put on us, because she's a dirty old bird up there. Gotta throw down stuff. Why don't you just throw down enough where I can just shovel it, move? No, of course. No, you gotta throw down this pine, and the plowers come by and put you in some more deep shit. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm sure I'm glad they're out there getting their money, because some people put that bread and butter on their table, but, when they get going there, they're always going by your driveway. They're laughing. They're fucking laughing. Watch this. I got to put this guy in a pile. Give us some more work, buddy. Check. Anyways, this is Velah, this old crappy shitty house. And that's how you get a pipe done that you can't maneuver around anything. Make sure the other side is... We ain't gotta bust out no walls or nothing, but you can do it. We all can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I did go to Smarty Tech for this kind of stuff too, but we didn't have this plastic piping either, so it's all new to me. But once I get it learning, boy, I get it done. But until that next video, folks, I have to show you what the bathroom looks like all done. I know I did it 2 years ago, 4 years ago, Jesus. But it was a temporary fix, and man, I'm glad I did start it, because what I did use to temporarily, it didn't work. Don't ever use the vinyl for the flooring. Only where it don't get wet, especially when you got jerk kids that like to throw water everywhere and have a friggin' splashing pool party in your frickin' tub. But that's it, folks. check out if you can do it. These are the pieces you need. And it ain't too tough. Now I gotta sit here and shut this off a different way because my stuff all came off and I don't know where my windows went. And like this video, be safe, take care, everybody. You can do it yourself with Velah. Out.